Paul Watson here at the Nexo stand. We're going to talk to Francois, who is the R&D director, about the new N12. How did it all begin, and what kind of research and development went into this?
It started, in fact, a long time ago. We had this idea at least 2 years ago that there's been major progresses on the front of house domain with line arrays basically over the last 10-15 years with very clear benefits for the sound quality in venues, and that these progresses were basically based on non-interfering cabinets, we can say, and that in fact these progresses did not occur on stage. On stage, the major step or the major change probably in the last 20 years or 10 years is of course the arrival of an in-ear monitor, clearly. But on the monitor side, nothing really occurred on the speaker side. So the whole idea, the whole concept at the origin, again 2 years ago, was about arrayable monitors basically. And then we turned around a little bit in circles because you cannot array monitors the way you array, let's say, curved array or line arrays, because they array in one plane basically, and you cannot do that on stage, because on stage what you want to do is you want to couple along a diagonal plane. So it took a little bit of time before we could in fact prove ourselves the feasibility of the project.
How long did it take?
I would say
from inception, if you like.
I mean, the feasibility probably. Feasibility is like, round trips. Yes, it's feasible. No, it's not, and so on and so on. That took a while, but by the time we established it was feasible, we triggered development basically, and that started something like this December or January. So basically, we went through the whole development and production process in 9 months. So that's pretty fast.
Okay, great, thank you.
You're welcome.
Now I'm going to talk to Stuart Kerrison, the International Touring Manager for Nexo. Okay, Stuart, so let's talk about the N12. Yeah. Perhaps you can tell me a little bit about what it actually does, what it is, and then a bit about how it can be configured.
Yeah, it's a unique product. It's actually Nexo's first ever dedicated floor monitor. And it features a lot of, it has been designed, it includes a lot of features which are specifically for floor monitor use. It's not only our first dedicated wedge, it's also a first for the audio industry, because as Francois was saying earlier, we've incorporated line array technology into stage monitoring for the first time. And in much the same way that line array brought predictability and control to front of house PA, with these wedges we can bring predictability, control, and probably even more importantly, scalability to stage monitoring. Because due to the advanced wave source in these units, it's actually for the first time possible to put 1, 2, 3, 4, however many monitors you wish together without introducing any interference between cabinets whatsoever. So basically what you see here, right now for display purposes, we have 3 monitors together. These 3 monitors will actually act as one single cabinet. You'll get no interference, you won't hear anything different as you walk across the entire listening area. But it's important to show that, or to explain that these monitors can be used in normal configurations, like 1 each side with a singer in the center, or 2 each side, or whatever. When that's the great strength of these things, they're completely scalable. If I can show you a few things, at the moment you see what you're looking at here is 3 of the monitors together.
Yep.
If I want to break these apart, for example, we might be using them in this configuration on a show or something, and then we have a changeover and a different band comes on or something, and we need to move this wedge to a different place. I can just grab it by one of the side handles here and lift it like that.
Is that magnetic?
Yeah, what you'll see here, there's a male and female magnetic locking mechanism. So I can just pull them apart very, very easily, or I can just put them together like that and they lock together. One of the features, because they are a floor monitor, they have rubber feet on the bottom, which stops them going anywhere. I mean, I can really push this, and now these are locked magnetically. They're like a really solid block. One thing, I don't know if you can get this in shot, but I can show you that they're designed so a guy can walk on them and, put his foot on the wedge. It's no problem at all. They're built for touring. So in this situation, we have a 22.5 degree dispersion, and as I said, a peak of 140 dB. If we then decide we need a wider dispersion for a vocalist or something, we need more power or whatever, we can just put two together. Now we have a 45 degree dispersion. That's the great thing, and as I said, no matter how many you put together, they will act as one complete speaker. Dispersion in that, in the vertical plane, is 60 degrees. And it works very, very much like as I said, like a line array system would. So all the focus is between the actual speakers themselves, and there's an extreme drop-off at the end of the array, meaning great control of all your audio.
Great. Well, good luck with it.
Thanks very much.